Welcome guys, today I want to talk about the state of the game, so let's get right into it. First of all, I would like to point out that this game is very good for beginner players, as there is tons of content to do, and as well as there's a ton of things to do for your units, such as leveling them up, max limit breaking them, getting the moon crystals, grinding accessories, and also grinding ordinal, cathedral, story, and events that give you freebies, as well as you could also grind storybooks. However, for veterans, this game is lacking a lot of directions. As of now, we do not have a end of game content besides Cathedral. However, once you beat Cathedral, you cannot play it anymore. Well, not essentially anymore, but there is no reason to, as long as you finish the missions. Once you finish those missions, there is no reason for you to go to Cathedral again. Hence, there will be much more incentive to do Cathedral if there were, for example, you finish Cathedral once, you get a certain reward again, which allows you to get more armor or more swords. There is also lack of content in terms they're always use the rehashed assets and rehashed bosses, essentially just changing the elements of certain enemies allows you to, do the event again and recycle the content again. We've seen this with Cathedral going into ranking events. We've seen them on events normally, and they're always the same bosses and always the same pattern attacks. The only time difference we've seen actual new enemies has been seen on War of Underworld, where we do get multiple bosses with multiple different kits and assets available. Thirdly, rewards for events, for example, ranking event, and also campaigns are not up to the standard, and there's been a huge downturn in free available currency. As we've seen throughout the journey of SAO Rising Steel, we've seen that reward for the events, for ranking events, has stayed up to top 1 to top 5 are the same things, mostly for a difference of 5 diamond cubes between 25 and 20, and usually the rewards are like a difference of 1 to 3. Hence, there isn't any incentive really for you to step up your score and reach that top tier number 1, top tier number 2, or top tier number 3. I would very much like the addition of this to improve for titles and for the rewards to be bumped up. Let's say for top 1 you get 100 diamond cubes, for top 2 you get 50, and for top 3 you get 25. I believe that system will be better for the game, and the rest will be like, let's say, 20 diamond cubes for the rest of the things. I would say that will give a much better incentive for players to get to top 5. However, that will be for whales, so there will be a little bit more of adjustment there, but I'm sure it can be worked out. In terms of free available currency, the issue lies on basically content. As we started the game, we started with a very good turnout for events and very good turnout for content. We've had Cathedral every month, with every single Cathedral every month until, like, let's say 6 months into the game, until volume 6 of Cathedral. And we've also had Ordinal event coming through on and on, with Ordinal Battle giving us almost 500 cubes, guys. 500 cubes has been amazing, and that was lovely to see at the start. We did also have the story, which was a great source of free currency, and we've had also tons of events which are unrelated to the story, or which were unrelated to the Edith's journey past. They were related to other characters, and essentially that would be a great thing to add. More events which do relate to other characters will be a good thing to add to the game. That will bring more free currency available. Bump up the rewards for Ordinal Scale Battle, bump the rewards of Ordinal Battle back to 500, and give us at least a skin of the characters. That was something that was added onto the beginning as a home screen characters, and I'm sure that they could be adding it back into the game anytime they want to. Another thing they took out from free currency was the normal and hard missions that Cathedral were able to supply, and they were renewed every single new issue of Cathedral. Now, new issues of Cathedral are only very hard mode, and that essentially takes a big chunk of the free currency, essentially like 200 plus diamond cubes, which were a lot. In terms of events, we've seen that they've also taken down the amount of limit break crystals that they were giving out at the start, and also the moon crystals as well. Well, limit break crystals were given, like, let's say at the start were like 100 at the start, and then after they diminished to 50, and after that they diminished to 35, 40 to 35 now, which is very, very bad in my opinion. They started, you know, lessening the rewards, which isn't something that we want to see, and it's something that those little changes could do a big difference in the game. If we are able to limit break more characters, giving us more crystals, and max limit break them to get the maximum illustration, that will even incentivize us to, you know, keep supporting the game, spend more money, you know, earn more revenue for the game, for it to live a bit longer. Another thing that we've also seen is that the game isn't managed properly. There really is no interaction or communication between the publishers and the community. Essentially, the only communication that we've seen in the community has been the JP side of the game, that do hold a lot of giveaways. They do hold a lot of interactions between the communities. Essentially, they do the live streams over there and they communicate the news in JP. But that may change as newer live streams of the JP side of the game also do have a translation for English. They started to put subtitles for us, for the English live viewers, for us to see and understand what they're talking about, and that's really, really nice to see. And I do hope they go into the direction of being a more global platform in that sense. In terms of giveaways and stuff, I would love it for it to be more polls and more interactions. For example, we had a contest for the Yu-Gi-Oh! I would love to see more contests in that. We could do characters, home screen characters. We could also talk about what else could we can design. We had backgrounds design, which are really, really nice, but we want more frequency on those type of events, as that would incentivize players to provide more feedback and provide more of our own input towards the game, making us more inclusive into the process. Besides that, I would love for it to be much more nicer on login bonuses, especially. We just had Christmas, we just had New Year's, and we are starting the new year 2021, and we haven't received any big mileage of diamond cubes in the game. Usually other games, any other gacha game that I've played, once New Year's or Christmas came, they're giving out as special Christmas logins. Currency of their specific games have been given to the point that you are able to do a free multi-summon on the game. You also get tons of new materials for the game's journey. However, on SAO Rising Steel, we haven't had that. We've had guild stamps. Whoever thought of guild stamps, just get out. I feel like guild stamps is something that SAO Integral Factor does a lot, and that could have been taken out from there. And also the fact about the memory defrag relationship on that is just can be seen clearly. In terms of login bonuses, wow, it's just as scarce as memory defrag in that aspect. I do wish the best for this game to flourish, as I'm a content creator on it, and also as part of the community. We deserve more content in regards to this game. As of now, as how things stands, I will call this game a side game. There isn't enough things to do to be called a main game, besides the accessory grind at the moment. However, that grind is eternal. You burn Shia like you're a madman. You burn Shia like you were in the lottery. You just won the lottery and you do the accessory grind and boom, the lottery has been gone essentially. It is very time consuming, and essentially you get, well, if you do the grind and you do it properly and you get the accessory you want, it's very rewarding. However, most of the time you won't be hitting that specific effect that you're looking for, and essentially you will be wasting time that could have been used towards other things in general. But anyways guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the state of the game at the moment. And as always, if you did enjoy this video, please drop a like, subscribe for more SAO content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, bye bye.